Hello, is this working? Hello, hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Ben, how's your first week been so far?
It's been great. Stressful, but great. There's a lot to learn. It's like the first day at the city, but like, I don't know, times uh, an order of magnitude more like data sources to deal with. And the project that I'm working on essentially needs me to leverage most of those data sources. So it's a lot, but it's an interesting group and an interesting environment. A little different. We have free snacks too. So not to make you jealous, but
Where are you?
well, I started a position like a data scientist position with a marketing company called Thrive Hive.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Congratulations. Glad you're hitting the ground running.
Yeah, stumbling at least, but at least
Well, stumbling is movement, so I think you're good.
right. General movement forward. So I might fall on my face sooner rather than later.
And Jeff, has your semester ended yet?
Not quite. We have 2 more weeks. Yeah, but we're getting into the final review sessions, so
Sounds like fun.
yeah, it's it's a lot of work.
So I don't know if Kat, are you there? Can you hear us? Give us some sign. Sign of life. Oh, there's a sign of life. Gosh. There we go. Kat, if you're trying to talk, we can't hear you. Or I can't at least.
Yeah, I can't either.
Confirmed, me neither. It's going to be a really entertaining YouTube video when this is done.
Yeah.
What not to do on Google Live. Gosh. I mean, can we maybe start some kind of discussion? 'Cause I'm gonna jump off in 15 or so.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't think too much has happened since the last call. I'm also not sure if Kat had an agenda for this. I do know that we just, City of Boston team last week just did a code review of some code refactoring, some of the notebook code into packages, and I'm still working on that. So that's still in progress. But I'm out next week, so that may not be done in time for the next call. Besides that, I think Kat might have updates from talking to some more people who might be wanting to get involved with the project. But beyond that, I don't think I have anything.
Okay. Sounds cool. Yeah, I was hoping that what's his name? Was it Kishab or something like that? Who was gonna work on those and what was it? Jason was the other one.
Yeah, I've been hearing mostly from Kashab. I haven't heard anything from him in the last week or so, but working on cleaning up the traffic recordings, yeah. Good news on those, actually. One of the planners from transportation actually helped get us access to more of those from the original contractors in Excel file format, which means we should have at least the burden of reading PDFs is going to be much lower. I haven't had time to sort through all of those yet, but we do have more of them.
That's awesome.
What kind of data does that look like?
So that's been, so this started at the hackathon because we had just put it up on the open data portal right before the hackathon, but it's automated traffic recording, so speed and volume along with certain segments, as well as TMCs, turning movement counts, at particular intersections, which I believe, at least in the last 2 years, also include pedestrians and bikes. Hi, Kat, we can hear you.
Hi, yay, I've switched computers twice now, so sorry about that.
That's all right.
Before was I introduced myself and I gave a quick rundown of the new people I've spoken with this week and what they wanted to be to join in on. And then I had opened it up to Alex, who I know has been working on the code, but apparently none of that went through. So I don't want to be redundant. So Alex, if you want to just pick up where you were, I really apologize for that.
No worries. We had just gone over, I just updated on how the code refactoring is going and some updates on the data side from somebody in the transportation department who got us access to more of the original raw traffic counts.
Awesome.
Yeah,
well, thank you so much.
much.
So I've spoken to a couple of new people this week who are really interested in joining specifically the machine learning and creation of the model. I also reintroduced myself, which maybe if you guys want to in a second also go through just in case there are new people who watch this later. For any new people joining us, hello, my name is Kat Murdoch. I'm the project manager for the City of Boston's crash modeling project from the Data for Democracy side. I am coordinating between the city and the volunteer organization to ensure we can build a model that works to predict traffic incidences in certain street segments within the city of Boston that could hopefully be used for other cities in the future. We've talked to a couple of really excited volunteers this week, so I want to give a big welcome to both Jeremy and Akarsh. I've had ongoing conversations with them, and they seem really enthused to join the machine learning component along with Ben. Ben, you are currently listed as the owner on our Google document that's tracking the specific projects that people can divvy up and divide and conquer on. So I'd love to both hear what Alex has to say, if he has any last points on the code, and maybe if he wants to introduce himself a little bit. And then Ben, I'd love to hear about where your involvement on the project is at, especially with your exciting new job. So if you guys want to take it away, and then Jeff, I know that you're wrapping up the semester, and we're so excited to have you now. So thank you for taking the time. And so if you guys just want to go through and maybe go Alex, Ben, then Jeff. Thank you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Kat. My name is Alex Chen. I'm a data analyst with the City of Boston. I am the main point of contact on the city side for this, coordinating between different stakeholders here in the city and data sources in the city, and helping out with the project.
Okay, so I introduced myself now. My turn, right?
Yes, please. Thanks, Ben.
Okay, gotcha. My name is Ben Batorsky, formerly a data scientist at the City of Boston, currently a data scientist at Thrive Hive. I was helping coordinate the hackathon. I'm now, on this project on a kind of volunteer basis, hoping to be involved basically wherever I can get involved. Yeah, that's everything. Do we have favorite color? Favorite color, green.
Cool. All right. So I'm Jeff. I'm a civil engineering PhD student at MIT, and our group works on infrastructure networks, and in particular, our work on modeling the effect of information on people's route choices with respect to incidents. And so we're looking to kind of apply some of the traffic literature and machine learning literature to this real data set and see what we can get out of it.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. For the record, my favorite color is probably purple. Thanks for starting that one off, Ben. So Ben, if it's all right with you, this week I'm going to put you in touch with both Akarsh and Jeremy, and maybe Ben specifically, since you know the project so well, you guys can discuss how to, where the state of the model is at and how they can best help get involved and how you guys can best divide and conquer the quote generalized machine learning tract on the Google document. Alex, I spoke with Andrew a little bit earlier today, and he mentioned you were breaking things down into further actionable bites. Is that true? And do you have some timeline on when we might be able to expect those?
I think he may have been talking about what we had already done. I can confirm with him, but haven't been working on that recently. Mostly been working on code.
Totally reasonable. He also said you were working on the code. I'm really appreciative of the bite-sized things that we have. I'm very excited about the interest in the machine learning algorithm. Ben, are you okay if I send you these couple new volunteers who have expressed interest in that domain of the project?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would probably connect them. Yeah, I can maybe chat with them and see what they're interested in, and then sort of hand them off to the various coordinators.
Excellent. So I will I'll just throw you and Alex and myself in that chat with them to onboard them and hopefully get them off running as quickly as possible. They seem very excited, so we're all pumped to begin. And Jeff, are you still looking at kind of involvement in early June?
Yeah. So the next 2 weeks will be like finals, and I have to do all the grading of the final projects. So I'll probably be occupied until beginning of June, but I'm going to start sifting through the data and look at what models we can throw at it.
Awesome. Thanks so much. I know that grading can be a huge time sink. So well done, sir. Good luck with that. All right. And does anybody else have any other final words? I really appreciate the time that you've taken out of your days today to listen. I apologize for the snafu at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just I just wanted to know, Jeff, are you in? Is it Chi? It's Chi, right?
Yeah.
You guys are still kind of into the idea of working with some kind of Bayesian model for.
Yeah. So there's so one possibility is a Bayesian time series that kind of incorporates the variable selection instead of like binary variable selection. It puts a probability on what feature is incorporated in the model. So that's one possible approach. And then I'm gonna look through the transportation literature and see if there's any like more physics oriented models that we can use to to better estimate some of the priors.
Yeah, that sounds great. Are there any things that you need from, because there's I guess the tracks are getting a little bit cut up a little bit more, but one of the tracks was to generate some features, and I don't know, would that hold you up if there was a delay in like what features we were actually going to use in terms?
So I haven't taken a look at all the data, so I'm not sure what features are available. But I think whatever the order that the features come in, it's easy to add one more variable to the model.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if that changed anything. All right, thanks. Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Does anybody else have anything to contribute or questions and before we wrap up?
I have a question about the granularity of the data for specifically the traffic counts. How frequent is it, and is it continually ongoing, or is it just a fixed sample from a certain set?
So I think currently we're working with pretty static traffic counts. We don't conduct enough of them more than once a year for any given intersection or segment. So this is this traffic data collection is for engineering purposes for the most part. So we usually do it once a year and then extrapolate, or sorry, once every like 2 to 3 years or possibly longer, and then extrapolate from that. We also have MassDOT counts from their automated traffic counts. And we're trying to get, based on MBTA bus data, based on Waze data, and based on any other sort of GPS track data sources that we can get our hands on, and as a better estimate day to day or hour to hour of variance. But that has taken a little bit of work on our side, just trying to coordinate between different data owners. But that may be further down the line.
Yeah, that's a difficulty we've been having in research also. The data is hard to get because there's a lot of privacy issues.
Right. I think the most exciting lead on that side is probably MBTA. So they have a bunch of, I believe 20% of their fleet is equipped with systems that record not only GPS tracks, but also dwell times at stops. So you can better, account for boardings and alightings to get at actual travel time instead of incorporating all the time they spend stopped. So I think that might be our best lead so far, but there are other sources of city data like fire trucks or emergency response vehicles that also have GPS installed. However, coverage across the entire road network is going to be much more sparse than anything we could get from, say, Google.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm really interested in how that plays out. And so for the sample, how long of a sample does that cover? Is it like 1 day, 1 week, 1 month?
Let me double check, but I believe, I'm not sure, there might be a difference between the speed and volume ones and the turning movement count ones, but I believe they're usually for 11 hours or 24 hours.
Okay. Okay, is there an estimate for like the variability within a week, or?
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. I'll talk to some traffic engineers over here.
Okay, great. Thanks so much.
Any other final remarks from you guys?
All good.
Excellent. So I will put the new volunteers in touch with you guys who respectively, the proper volunteers to whoever is heading up that part of the project on the Google document as it stands, and you guys can decide how to divide and conquer going forward. Jeff, if you need anything from us, feel free to reach out. We will not really be expecting to hear from you until early June. But our next team meeting is on May 24th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. That will be recorded, and I think third time's the charm, so I will definitely have that going ahead of time. And I really appreciate you all taking the time out of your afternoons and evenings to join us and touch base. So thank you very much. This recording will be available within the next 24 hours whenever the stream is ready on YouTube. So thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot, Kat.
Thanks, Kat.